I see. Is we can do it. Shit. I mean, like, dude, you gotta let me play it low and shit. Don't play with me today. Y'all, I've been listening to my kids recently. Okay. My answer said not gonna let me play it, so don't. But needless to say, greetings. We are up early. I am channeling early. Usually, I would probably do pre-record. It just all depends on my energy. But I'm up early today. Okay, so I'm gonna get some videos done accordingly. Uranus is in Taurus, so that's what we're talking about today. Thank you, ancestors, angels, guides, gods, and all positive forces that look over me. Archangel Michael, come in and protect me as I channel what Uranus has to say. I have a new deck, period. Okay. I also just like wash my hair, and I was trying to like let it like air dry. That's what they wanted me to do, but that's spiritual. Needless to say. Whew. Uranus. Uranus is the 11th house. Aquarius is Uranus's child. Okay. In Uranus house, Uranus likes to focus on groups. Okay. Now here's the key to Uranus. Uranus is almost like the house of sacrifice, which is Piscean energy, the 12th house. In that energy, Jupiter and Neptune house that house. It's almost like they married. We holding this down. Now, in the house of groups, Saturn is here as well. Saturn is here. Now, I find it crazy strange, because Chiron is the child, another child of Uranus and Saturn. So Uranus and Saturn have 2 children, okay? But it's crazy because Chiron is not the zodiac. Chiron is a planet, but it's just the smallest one, okay? So Chiron is like the dwarf planet, like the child that may be born differently, okay? But the one that has a lot of sense, okay? Especially with that Uranus and Saturn being their parents, okay? It's almost like they get the best of both worlds, all right? Now that in this house, this is the house of community, networks, good vibes. I'm literally hearing a whole new world. Like, we are in the energy of Uranus, period. Uranus is running this right now. We're in the age of Aquarius. So Uranus is running this right now. The house of groups is running this right now. If you notice, you kind of like separating. You separated, but the universe didn't not bring nobody back around. So your groups are, your friends are changing. You're cycling right now. Uranus has you cycling with this age of Aquarius, aligning to your luck and your purpose, your destiny, your career, what you're supposed to do, your midhaven, who you are supposed to network with, who you are supposed to union with, almost like this soul family, the tribe. That's what this energy is doing right now. Now, that's just Uranus, period. Because need I say again, we are in the age of Aquarius, so Uranus is running this right now, period. Okay, we was in the age of Pisces where Neptune and Jupiter was holding that motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? It was like in that energy, it was almost like, damn, the illusions were so heavy in the age of Pisces. It was so heavy. But even still in that energy, Jupiter was still trying to show you, do what you're supposed to do. Follow your depths of destiny. Okay? But now, Jupiter is like, I need you to take that energy to Uranus. Neptune is like, I need you to take that energy to Uranus. It's almost like we got to go back. That's what you could feel like. I'm literally hearing back, forth, and forth. Yeah. Okay. Please clean my shirt. No mind. Okay. I washed my hair today. But yeah, it's almost like you got to go back. You really are in this energy of getting it right now. And I'm not talking about just one area of life. And I'm not talking about the same way of living neither. You notice I said a whole new world. So you're learning how to add what you have learned in that Piscean energy now. And it's almost like where you were waiting for like-minded individuals, they're here now. So now what are you going to do? Do you have what it takes to union? Do you have what it takes to move forward? If you don't, you need to be working on that right now. Hint, Chiron is retrograde in Aries. And Chiron is um the like I said, the child of Uranus and Saturn. So that paying attention to Chiron being retrograde in Aries is very important right now. And it's crazy because even Chiron sent you back to get to, you could be seeing 111 because the first house and the 11th house 111 111, yes, 111, yes. You could be seeing that Chiron sent you back like, go get this sense of self right now. This is what it's going to take for you to keep your house of groups with the way that you want it to be, the way that best fits you for your highest good. But it's going to start with that first house though. So you got that Uranus and Taurus right now. Okay. So when it comes to this Taurus energy, Taurus, Uranus is the house of groups is now in the house of money and value. So it's almost like the people who with Uranus being in Taurus, is almost like the people who you are around right now. Do money rule them? Do money rule you? How do you get your money? Can you make your own money? Or do you got to go work for someone else, honey? How are your material possessions controlled? Do you have assets? Are you a liability? Do you know how to, are you setting up for security for the rest of your life? Can you handle your personal finances, or have they taken over you? Those are questions Uranus is asking right now with it being in Taurus. Because you're manifesting the highest energy right now, especially with the age, with us being in the age of Aquarius. The highest energy is available to us. It's just as available as our traumas and the fears were when we were in the age of Pisces. It was heavy. So they're right. Everything is right there where you need it. But see, the universe has shifted those things, and you could notice that you still need to go back to this Chiron. Like, something is wrong with self. You could literally be telling yourself, oh, I got to get my shit together. Uranus and Taurus is showing you, I got to get my shit together. Because everything that you want is right there. Everything that you connecting with is right there, but maybe you don't have things in order. Because if with this Chiron being retrograde in Aries, that's sending you back to one. Now we in the second house after with this money and value, communication, home and family. It's like it's this order that you need. You need to understand what it's going to take to communicate, what it's going to take to hold the home and family, what it's going to take to love, what it's going to take to keep your work and health together, keep the relationships together, to transform, to live in your purpose, to have a career. It's like the money and value is after that. After you realize yourself, while you're realizing yourself, you're noticing that maybe you're not materialistic anymore. You're not as materialistic as you used to be. Now you're trying to see how to tie your spiritual into this material world. It starts with that Chiron retrograde in Aries right now. That's very important. The first house is very important. You got to get the self before you can go and make this money and have value. Value is important. What can self produce that holds value? That's really the question. What can self produce that holds value? 'Cause, 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 And notice I said self. This deep. Because see, this we're in the age of Aquarius. Even though these alignments are aligning right now with the planets, but the whole age, it's like even though the planets are doing what they're doing, it's like there's a center focus point, and the center focus point is the age of Aquarius. So we're in the energy now. Like I said, notice I said self. This is the energy of self-employment. Okay. This is the energy of self, putting self in the right group, in the right community, in the right network, in the right spirit. Self has the right friends. Self making sure that all the healing that self has done materializes in those areas. Okay? It's very important right now. So that means that solar eclipse in Aries should have cleared some shit out. That also mean that this last energy we just had should have cleared some shit out. That's why I say the cycling, the back and forth, you're getting that in alignment now by learning. It's the core values of self. What are your core values? How are you built? How are you raised? Because how you were raised is how you're going to act in this world. That's what you're going to use to move in this world. You need to question how you were raised, because how you were raised could be outdated. It's almost like now is not the time for how you were raised. That time is gone. That's why you should have had time. That's why you should have been. That's why it's important for shadow. And it's crazy because I have a video to do now, and it's going to be called How You Were Raised. Because the way that you were brought up is something about value. Maybe you were not taught value. You were not taught what was valuable, confirmation on my phone, and what was not. You wasn't taught that. You had to learn that on your own. And that has gotten you to a point now where you can't do that anymore. That's not helping you. That in being in that energy is not helping you. That I've learned on my own is not helping you right now. Because again, that it's not because of the center focus point. There are a lot of things going on around you, and people already got their own. They're not finna deal with you if you already got it too. It's almost like you could be in a way right now, you could be stuck. That's that Taurus energy. Not wanting to embrace this new energy you feel about you. No matter whether it's going back into your shadow or just coming out of that shadow, coming out of hermit, not wanting to embrace that. And the universe could be showing you that's where your money and that's where your value is at. Because again, the whole thing Uranus is asking, what can self produce that holds value? It's almost like you're tired of seeing things the same way anyway. So how are you going to change it from what self has learned? That's why this first house is so important right now with that Chiron retrograde Aries. The sense of self, the identity, you better know who you are. Because that's what's going to get you what you want in life, who you are. It's almost like, you know how they used to be like, you better know Sarah behind the desk. You need to be Sarah behind the desk, who you are. And I literally see a girl right now. I'm having a vision right now. I see a girl right now who must work at a doctor's office. Everybody must want to work at this doctor's office. And they know her. She cool. Like, they know her. They know her. And they're like, I'll talk to the manager. I'll see you. I'll see. I'll let you know. But it's a lot of people trying to get in on that spot. Okay? But they only going to choose that person who has a sense of self. So the managers, that's that Mercury retrograde in Virgo, the managers, the CEOs have looked into their selves. Look, this Chiron retrograde in Aries did not just hit you, darling. It hit the whole collective. It's almost like where the center point was Uranus. Okay, its child was right next to that motherfucker, small as fuck, vibing like the sun. The energy off of Chiron is like the sun, like just smacking the fuck out of the energy, out of the collective. Okay, everybody gets this. Everything is illuminated. They've been looking. I want to add more value in my company. I'm tired of the same things. No, I don't care what loss I'm taking. I need value. They gotta go, and they gotta go. I don't want, and it's crazy because I wound up having to tell somebody. I went out to somewhere to eat. It was real nice, and I couldn't wait to get to this restaurant. Everybody's like, "Oh, go to this restaurant." I got out of town. It was like, "Go to this restaurant." I get to this restaurant. Everybody there got an attitude, like all faces all looking like Miss Refusia. And I'm like, and then their hair is done, their makeup is done. They look, everybody, but they like people, demons that they have not faced are showing on their face now. And it's like, why you look like that? It's like, you're not smiling, you look peaceful. I was like, you need to get rid of the whole front. I used to be a manager of a business. You need to get rid of the whole front. And if that was my managerial spot, I would fire the whole front. Everybody would walk out together. Make sure I give them their notes. Have a good day, and have a good day. And before I did that, I've been brought a whole new wave of smiling ones in the front. ready to do the job. It's almost like that is a no-no. The universe is shifting all of that out of the way. So everybody's looking at everything. They watching everything. You think somebody not watching you, baby, they watching you. Okay? I literally I was fussing on the phone. I had went to the park and I was fussing on the phone with my soulmate. And there was like somebody that know me in the area, and it was like, I ain't never seen you get upset like that. I was like, oh, it's nothing. It was nothing. You gotta pick two sides with me. You want the chariot or the tower? Okay, which one you want with me? I ain't gonna fake it. Which one you want, baby? I said it's nothing, and needless to say, it was nothing. The night ended great. But anyway, how can self-produce? What can self-produce that holds value? That's what you're questioning now. You done left that. You're in that self still, even though Mars is not in Aries. Chiron is retrograde in Aries, so that sense of self is still important. Right next to it's and with it, that's crazy. It's right in the energy of what we need. All right. Once you get what can self-produce that holds value, you begin to move to the third house, that communication. Now you communicating it. And now what you have produced comes back in your home and family in the fourth house. Now I got nothing but love for you, baby, in the fifth house with that Leo. Okay. Now you can create jobs for people in the sixth house with the work and health. Build strong relationships, like the umbilical cord relationships in the house of relationships in the seventh house. Relationships that are not afraid to transform on this wheel of fortune from that eighth house. Okay? Staying in their destiny, with their destiny and their purpose in their ninth house. Okay? You go from creating, again, the job to now you have a multi-million-dollar business in the 10th house with the house of career that can change the world. Okay? In the 11th and 12th house, house of groups and house of sacrifice. Astrology is so fucking important if you can get it right. I'm telling you right now. You can sleep real lovely at night if you can get astrology right. Real lovely. Real lovely. See how peaceful the cosmos look every time we see a photo of it? You can sleep real lovely at night if you can get astrology right. Period. That's just how it can go. Ooh, I love astrology. I don't want to be nowhere else. Okay? And it's crazy because with me being a midwife, right? So with me, I'm a holistic healer and I'm an astrologist and I'm a midwife. That's really what I do. Core values. In my holistic healing, I focus on my teas and my essential oils and my bath salts and just herbology, period. Natural magic, earth, air, water, and fire. In astrology, we hear. Midwife, I deliver babies. I can successfully deliver your child at the house, preferably. Okay, that's really what I like to do. If you want your baby delivered, okay, in the hospital, you will have to pay for my doula services. But I kind of took them off because I love delivering the babies at the house. Okay. Anyway, I was delivering babies at the house in the universe. Recently I had a client. I had a nudge of a client, and I've been so knee deep in astrology. The client was like, well, I was like, okay, no worries, that's great. I'm like, not even worried, because I don't. I have created something from self that holds value. And it's so wholesome when I go back to it. When I'm here, I'm more comfortable than anything. So I'm a little concerned how I'm going to be shortly. I'm like, I might stop delivering babies too, girl. Go to straight teach dance, girl. But anyway, I love astrology. Love it. You guys should get your natal chart readings done, period. Okay? You can get them done by your girl. The session is the self. A natal chart reading comes with that session. Okay? So yeah. I just want to spill that real quick. I like to talk real quick before we get started. But that wasn't even a read, okay? But I do want to timestamp 2121, period. Be synchronized. I do want to timestamp when I'm going to be getting into it, and it's 2121, period. Okay, that's when it started. Okay, I like it. I'm doing timestamp today. Universe wants to Uranus. Uranus is very, I'm hearing very big. Crystal planets, all the planets are. They wanted me to do elemental this time. Okay, so we're going to be focusing on the elements. Okay, so make sure you know the element of your sun sign, or just the element of your signs in your chart, period, depending on where you are at. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is water. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius is fire. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is air. And Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is earth. Okay, and like I said, I'm focusing on the elements. The elements are earth, air, water, and fire. Okay, we do have more, but we'll get there. Anyways, let's get it. Uranus, who would you like to start with? Uranus would like to go in order. So we're going to do earth, air, water, and fire. That's how Uranus wants to go. Okay. So earth. I like 2303. Period. Now, I am using my spirit animal deck. You guys could be seeing a lot of animals, insects, period. Okay, spirit animals are very important to the alignment. Okay, spirit animals are like the ancestors' children on the other side. Okay, they make sure that you get the messages, period. Okay, floating around, they like the, not even like the, they're like the elves. Fairies, you know, everybody works together. Please know that everybody works together. We the only ones that's trying to get it right. Okay, we're trying to get this human body together with this human experience. We're trying to get this spirit soul together with this human experience. We're the problem. Okay, they got it together. If you know, this tree don't need us to come out there and say hello for it to keep growing. Okay, the sun don't need us to say pull your ass out of here, get your ass out of here, boy. You know, for us to get sun every day. Okay, we're the problem. Needless to say, I'm using my spirit animal deck. There are a lot of spirit animals around you. Okay, so pay attention. They're trying to tell you messages. Okay, every one. Anyways, Earth. Uranus, what would you like to tell Earth right now? I will be reading from my book. My deck looks like this. All right. Uranus, what do you have to tell Earth right now? Uranus, what do you have to tell Earth right now? All right. So you have butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're having a hard problem understanding that you actually are transforming. You're having a hard problem with sitting with your transformation. You want it to just fly by, but the butterfly don't keep flying. The butterfly lands on flowers. people too. Like the butterfly doesn't stop and sit for a while so you can observe it. It's actually wondering why you over here, at times. You're having a problem with sitting with your transformation. Taurus for the Capricorn, confirmation on my phone. And the universe is like, you can't move on until you do so. You're not gonna you're not gonna move on until you be grateful. You need to be grateful for your change. Be grateful. Maybe you hate that it feels like this right now. You hate that you had to deal with it right now. Maybe your change is happening in the midst of what you would consider your prime or whatever. But the universe is like, you're still actually transforming. Okay, you could have actually just got started with something. You just got out of the cocoon, And instead of you flying by, you're sitting there so people can watch you. Like, yay, I healed, I healed, I healed. It's like, okay. You didn't spend enough of time being grateful. You didn't spend enough of time in that energy. It's almost like those times where you were supposed to be addressing yourself, preparing for the change. It's almost like you accepted it, but you didn't allow it. You're supposed to allow and accept. You fought through this transformation, and the universe was like, it was so beautiful. That's why you feel like now, do you see me? Because you fought through it. You didn't have to even fight as hard as you did. It's almost like you was fighting against the shadow that you asked to come in to help you. You was fighting it off. You fought out of this transformation, and it's like, congratulations, here's your trophy. That's why you feel like that. You don't feel like no one sees your change or no one sees you. But you didn't gratitude. You missed gratitude. You missed it. You also miss transforming. When you are in transformations, you don't just, so like for example, with me being on this transformation I was on these past 6 months, where I was displaced accordingly. That transition, I didn't just sit and continue to just flip cards and be sad about the fact that I can't make my bath salts right now. And I didn't just sit in one area of my energy. I continued to transform. I brought myself out of the darkness in the darkness. Okay, even if I had to go back in it, I didn't sit in it. I came out of it. You didn't want to sit in it at all. You like I said, you just accepted that it's dark now. But you just like, okay, so the lights will be on soon. Oh, the lights are on. Great, I can go out now. It's like, you wasn't grateful for nothing that you've been through. Those moments when you are in that cocoon, that's how you turn your pain into passion. Now we don't know what we see here with this butterfly. What is this? It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. That's it. It's just beautiful. And that's crazy because transformation is beautiful. And now you could be dealing with, maybe you don't feel beautiful. Well, you didn't acknowledge you didn't allow and accept your beauty in the midst of your transformation. You just accepted it. And now that the universe gave you so much of it, you don't see it. You haven't did a me versus me moment. When you do a me versus me tell me to go do something. You didn't do that. Like I said, you just sat there and waited till lights came on every time it got dark in your life. And knew that your ancestors was going to make it right. And they was just like, damn, she really going to sit there on it? It was like, fuck, okay, great, here it is. You didn't get up and do nothing about it. Let's read. Butterfly, what? 11. Yeah, me versus me. I just noticed that. 1 and 1. All right, let's see. So it says joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when butterfly spirits flutters before you. Transformation is inedible. As you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self, indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Every relationship, must go through shifts, grow. So you need to continue to grow to match your new emerging self, and that makes a lot of sense. It's almost like where one door closes, another one will open. So when you close out cycles and you may have to walk away from people, you're supposed to examine what lesson you learned, and the universe will replace that person. It's literally that simple. And in the midst of them replacing that person, as you get your blessings for observing yourself and taking accountability, that other person will come back around, and they will make sure that you add love in that situation as well, because even the devil has a heart. Okay. So if you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous. You will soon know the miracles your soul wants to experience through you. And that's what I was saying. So instead of you getting back up again, you just sat there and waited till the lights came on. Oh, I'm dealing with this challenge. I know I am. You will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day for joy. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere in everyone, including you. Yeah, you didn't get it. You didn't look. You didn't. It's almost like I would never forget when I was starting off in my shadow journal. Though that feeling of relief always came over me once I was done writing. And once that relief came over me, it was almost like a wind would blow over me, and I would instantly have to get up. Like I couldn't even sit there. Even if I was getting up to just go outside to take a nice little walk, to see what more I have, I had to step out of that energy. Almost like I had to leave it to kind of like do its thing, you know, while I go do my thing, you know. Shifting, okay? Again, you just sat there. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem to be right now. Remembering change is the only true constant when you resist it. Wait a minute. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, oh, there it is. You create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. Yeah, that moment that you have right there, that's sitting, you're resisting it. Because it's literally wanting you to feel it. You got a choice to do something about it. You got a choice to transform it. It's like, for example, I did some abandonment work the other day and I wrote in my journal, right? It's like before it came, it wanted me to feel it. Yup, you alone. Yup. Parents gone. Yup. In the midst of me feeling that energy, my ancestor was like, go do something light. Go do this little light little spell here. And they also gave me a download about a new way of how I can work in my abandonment for me, that'll work just for me. And I did that. So I addressed the energy, and I addressed it my way and a better way for my future. I didn't just sit there and argue with it and spat with it and know that it's here, because like it states, it's not as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem to be at that moment, because it wasn't. And the reason why it wasn't is because I'm aware of what I'm going through. I'm also aware of what I need to do as well. Some of us have environment problems, resource problems as to why we can't do that, but that doesn't mean that it can't be done. So things that we're going through really don't be that bad. Okay? In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons, as with nature. You are being faced. What is that? Okay. You might have forgotten the beauty. Mercury. And this is why I said, somebody said it got out of there on the 27th. I was like, no, she gets out on the 29th. She is still fucking around and finding out. You might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons, as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss. Yes, because that moment that I said, you know what? Well, my ancestors was like, do this and do this. That was me seeing through the lens of that. Okay. Or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course. Exactly. That moment came and I was like, But I seen another way out for life to take its course. Moving through the sadness and disappointment. Moving through it. It's like it literally came in and I moved right through it. Step by step. And I'm still on those steps. I literally was just in the energy of what they told me to do last night. I was like, you know what? Let me check it out. I got something to put in the book the other day. And I was like, oh, let me put it in there. So I did it last night. So I'm still going on. It's like I made it back around to the abandonment now. And we meeting again. And it's like, you here now? I'm like, yeah. What you done gotten so far? I got all of this. I got this. I did this. I surrendered. I did this. It's like, you know what? You can move forward now. Life is so fucking beautiful when you get it right, bro. Oh, my mama. Okay? That I ain't even met yet. All right? It says surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude. That moment right there with me being, because I told you I started there and I done came all the way back around and did like a little oval. And that moment right there that I had to be back right here again, and I'm not in the same energy that I was when I met it. I done did 2 steps ahead of it to be back here again for it to tell me congratulations. And I'm grateful for you coming to me and showing me. I'm grateful for my ancestors for showing me what I need to do. I'm grateful for Anubis, my deities for showing me what I need to do. I'm back here 1, 2, 3. Now what we can do? I got you with me now. And it's like the abandonment is not the same as it came in. It's almost like it's healing too. Thank you for addressing me. I didn't like sitting this uncomfortable in you either. Around you either. The devil still got a heart, y'all. Don't play with it. All that stuff is still filled with love. That's the 5th house. The house of, if that was not what's it's gonna be included in the core values of it, it wouldn't be 5. Love changes everything. Period. I don't care how mad someone is. Love changes everything. Okay? To see through the lens, surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. What I didn't have to go and read that in a book. My ancestors told me what to do. I heard it. I seen my next step from the gods. Because my ancestors speak to me and the gods always show me visions. That was my curiosity. I didn't pick up a book. I didn't go buy one. I didn't call no. I sat with that moment with me and seen what was around me and accepted it. Okay? These are the keys to turning it into infinite potential available to you now. Butterfly spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the beak. Oh my gosh. Somebody needs a binky. Butterfly spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the edge of discovering. Let go and trust that there is more for you. Okay? So you're in that energy right now where you just need to trust. You need to trust towards Lord Capricorn. You need to listen and trust. Okay? Transformation is beautiful. Okay. All right. Moving on to air. 3929, period. I love synchronicities. These are going as they should. Part of divine. All right. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Uranus. What do you have to tell Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? What do you have to tell Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Uranus? What do you have to tell Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? love the way the cards flaw out. Ooh, flaws. Your flaws are showing air. Your flaws are showing. Your flaws are out. Okay, the cat's out the bag. Okay, your flaws are out. You have 2 spirit totems here. Okay, spirit animals, you do have 2. Uranus has 2 for you. And Uranus is definitely, this energy that I'm exuding is Uranus. All of that. What do you think is going on in the community, in the groups, you know what I'm saying, in the networks? A lot of fucking talking. So you got to know what the fuck you are talking about. We're not missing a moment now. So Uranus is going to have my ass talking. This live maybe an hour long. 2 hours long on some shit. You know, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, you have the armadillo spirit, okay? The armadillo spirit. It says set healthy boundaries. My condolences to the camera. Okay, you have the wolf spirit, okay? All right. It says turning knowledge into wisdom. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, you've been having to set boundaries. I feel like you ain't new to this. I'm hearing that you're not new to a lot of things. I'm hearing that, you know, just period. You're not new to a lot of things. You ain't new to this, you know, but I feel like you still been dealing with old ways because of your flaws. Your flaws are important. Your flaws are starting to show. Chiron is retrograde in Aries because the flaws are what you have built, what you have used to build your sense of self. So in the age of Pisces, those same flaws may have gotten you by. Like, you know what? I had to do what I had to do, type of vibe. But now those flaws are, you're noticing that there are a trauma that you could be dealing with. They're a trauma. You know, they're really flaws for real that need to be addressed. Okay? And with you noticing those flaws now, you're beginning to set healthy boundaries so you can address them. Maybe you could still have the past around you and a lot of it that know you for the past. And those flaws, they still acknowledging those flaws. But the way that they are acknowledging those flaws to you now, you're not liking that. You know what I'm saying? You're not liking who they see you are as. Yes, you don't like who they see you as now, but those are your flaws. That's what got you through the age of Pisces. That's what got you through that energy. You didn't spend time in the age of Pisces with wisdom. You spent time, I'm hearing, you could have spent time working in your flaws. You didn't spend enough of time addressing them at all. Your flaws actually got you by. Like you, like literally, like what I said, I had to do what I had to do, you know? But now those flaws don't align to this knowledge that you have just naturally been gaining now. Like you naturally know something. Know some things or just know, period. You naturally know, period. You have this natural wisdom here, okay? You could know how to work in a team. You're an Aquarius. So you naturally know how to be in your natural energy now. This group, these communities, you know how to, you're very adaptable, you know, even though you are, you know, Aquariuses are fixed signs, you know, but you're adaptable. Okay. You're learning how to be adaptable. Also, you guys need to check where your Aquarius is at in your chart. Check where your Aquarius is at in your chart if you're not a Sun Aquarius. Check where your Aquarius is at in your chart. But you're learning how to be adaptable right now. Like, you know what? I'm going to use this knowledge. It's almost like you're noticing the old ways are not working no more. You're going to have to use what you have been gathering over the recent, okay, I'm hearing these recent months. You're going to have to start diving into another level of knowledge here to get you through this age. Okay? This age is just a sense of self. It really is. This age is a whole new world for the sense of self. Okay, so if you have a sense of self, you can make it now. You actually love it. Okay, because it's providing all type of divine intervention around your purpose, you know, and around your career. Okay, and around what you're supposed to be doing in life. It's all type of new shit, you know. So now is the time that you're setting boundaries. You guys are setting boundaries. Setting boundaries around what you know now. You're not the same anymore. You have to set boundaries right now. Okay? All right, let's get it. We got the armadillo spirit is 3. So you could be focusing on, you could be in this third house energy, okay, or just threes, period, okay. So with the third house, that's communication. Yeah, you're communicating how. Look, this is how you're gonna treat me. This is how it's gonna be. If you can't do that, you know, it's something like that. The third house energy is really big right now. The Gemini, you can check where Gemini is at in your chart. We are in air, okay. You could be a Gemini, all right, and you're learning how to set healthy boundaries, okay. It's like you don't want nothing short term no more. Your flaws in the past have gotten you short term things. But now that you are addressing your flaws, they're showing you that you can have long term things. Yes, you can turn your knowledge into wisdom. You can have long term things. You can create longevity here. Okay? And I feel like that's what you could be focusing on right now. Okay, so communication is very important. You're communicating. Maybe you haven't been. Your mindset, thinking, speaking, writing, learning is changing. Everything is changing about you. You're learning how to use this new vibe about you. Okay, you could be doing this with your siblings. Okay, third house is all about, well, the three is all about siblings. Okay, or just your interactions around this new mindset. Okay, that you have. Those things are happening right now. But you're learning how to set boundaries around that, though. It's something about your flaws. You have some flaws here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that they didn't work in the past. You're not going to be able to run and hide to those flaws. You're not going to be able to, Chiron retrograde in Aries right now is how self communicates, how self thinks, how self learns, how self interacts has to change. It has to be filled with some sort of knowledge or wisdom, not these flaws here. Okay? I'm hearing accept me flaws and all. It's like, no ma'am, I'm gonna need you to clean that up. You, especially if you can. We don't have to accept you with your flaws. You don't have to be accepted for your flaws. You can clean your flaws up. Now, nobody's not saying that you're not going to be accepted as you are flawed, but you can clean all that flawed and jaded energy up. You actually can. It takes deep healing, but from that healing, you come out thinking, speaking, writing differently, communicating differently. Trust the great mystery. You need to trust the mystery right now. Okay, because life is a mystery. You need to trust. You could need to understand what energy is, period. The age of Aquarius is opening up what it's going to take to be able to keep this energy together. And it's going to take some sort of wisdom, some sort of knowledge, some sort of guidance, teacher, speaker, leader. It's going to take something like that. And that's what you are noticing. Okay. And you're also noticing that you could be that person, All right. They want me to read the protection message for this. This is a tricky time as you may find yourself enmeshed with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you feel. See? Armadillo spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and others no matter how difficult this may be or how much you may fear losing someone or something. Face your fears, tell the truth, set your boundaries. Period. You will be amazed at the miracle that happens when you let armadillo spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your integrity. Period. Another message of protection from armadillo spirit is to relax, live, and let live. Okay. If you or someone else is being defensive, you are called to step back and trust in the spirit's plan. Yeah. So if somebody is trying to make you look, you're changing. They can't change with you. Let them go. That's all the armadillo spirit wants you to know. Let them go. What is meant for you will always find you in due time. Okay, but if these people, places, and things that are around you right now, they are not in your energy right now. You have tapped out the building, and that is okay to do so. And if it's a no today, it will be a no tomorrow. It's a no until I let you know. If it's a yes, that's great. And it's not even about the no. It's like, this is how I want to be treated. This is how I want to be respected. This is how I want to be loved. This is what I want. I need those things in my life right now. And I'm working on giving them to me. So I can't have you not giving them back to me. And I can't have you around me thinking that you finna get it from me and I ain't getting nothing back. It's like, no, ma'am, no, sir. Okay? The wolf spirit, 67. Okay. It's the is it the last card in the deck? No, it's the one before the last. So you're 2 steps out of you're 1 step away from closing this cycle. What is unknown is still yet to be discovered. When Wolf Spirit appears, you are being told not to pretend you know something when you don't. And that's the energy I was speaking about earlier. Those flaws are not going to be able to make it right now. All that flawed and jaded, you don't know everything about everything. There are people who can help you heal that energy. There's healers here now, Bookie Bear. Look, we in the age of Aquarius. Where that resource and reparation everybody was asking for, the actual energy is here now. So that means you can get it. That's why it opened up that's where all of this stimulus check come from, all this free money, all these resources. You don't know everything. Okay? You won't impress anyone with a little bit of knowledge. Exactly. With that little bit, nobody's not wanting to hear, I had to do all this by myself anyway. And da, 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 da. Don't want to hear that. They want to hear, have you done it? And if you have done it, how successful is it? And if you have done it, why are you crying like this? Why are you whining like this? It must not have been so successful. So now they want to hear a little bit of nothing no more. You need to be wholesome in this motherfucker, okay? Valuable, I'm telling you. In fact, you rob yourself of a true experience and education if you tell yourself you are done learning or you don't have to know something. Be open, be humble, be teachable, and the world will open itself up for you like magic. Now is the time to look into the world with perseverance and awe and curiosity. You will never grow old if you're willing to keep learning. The wolf spirit is waiting to be your mystical, loving guide. Yeah, shit, magical as fuck right now. Not even finna hold you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's magical as fuck right now. I just got them telling somebody, oh, y'all think they worry about cloning? No, they got their witches and their warlocks and they shits up at radio, okay? And they spirits up there and everybody got, look, this is a magical time. The age of Aquarius is a magical time. All your wishes, age of Aquarius, period, is good luck. Age of Aquarius, people winning a lottery randomly. A homeless person to win a lottery in the age of Aquarius. The universe is aligning things randomly, magically, for individuals. Get it right, get it tight, and you can get what you need, period. But if you don't get out of that, because see, the age of Aquarius is not like this. The age of Aquarius is not closed-minded. Aquarius energy is not closed. Aquarius energy is open like coochie lips at 1:30, 8 a.m. in the morning. It's open. It's not finna, it ain't gonna give a fuck about you over here. Same old way, same old. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's going to push you out the way, bulldoze you out the way. Matter of fact, it might not even acknowledge you. It might even not acknowledge that you're there. It acknowledge the person standing directly next to you. Don't play with the age of Aquarius. Okay? Don't play with it. And we have to talk about it because Uranus, Aquarius is Uranus's child. Uranus is in Taurus, and that's what we're talking about. Don't play with the age of Aquarius right now. You will get too many ways left behind. If you can't surrender the moth spirit, you will be left behind because right now freedom is yours. That's the age of Aquarius. Freedom is yours. And spirit got your back. You should have learned that in the age of Pisces. People felt those spirits in the age of Pisces when that veil was thin. People knew it when the veil was thin. They knew it. They just didn't want to take advantage of it. Scared. Now that there's no veil, they wondering what the hell. There's no veil. We're in the age of Aquarius. The universe is looking at everybody like, you didn't study astrology. There has been a shift. If you'll only know it if you study it. You won't know it if you're just out here living like mundane life. No, you're gonna be wondering why that tower hit and thinking that it's just Mercury, and come to find out it's Chiron. And you're like, who the fuck is Chiron? I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. That's what Aquarius said. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh, you could be finding a lot of feathers. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The universe is letting you know that you are in alignment for the assignment. I'm going to do 54, 4, 4. You could be seeing that. 4, 4, 4. I know that's right. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Period. We in alignment for the assignment. Okay, you can see a lot of feathers, honey bun. Okay, the elephant. Yes, the elephant spirit is here. That's beautiful. We're going to take that. We are going to take that. Okay, that is the card. That's what Uranus has to say. You are learning from the past. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You are learning from the past, honey. You are learning from the past. And I'm talking about deep past. The elephant is, when I think about the elephant, I think about 50, 60 years, child. Like an old ass soul, like 100 million years old, child. Like you done reincarnated 20 million, reincarnated some I need all my babies. Dun, and I eat. Yes, because guess what? The blueprint is about me. I love that. I gotta go listen to that. Okay, once I get done, that's that kid. Okay, but anyway. Oh, honey, you got lineage. You got wisdom. I mean, this elephant card is so beautiful. Okay, very clothed and crowned. Okay. Every time you shift, you learn something from the past, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have a very deep past, okay? I'm seeing like molestation, a lot of criminal activity, a lot of family violence, a lot of drugs. I'm seeing incarceration. You know what I'm saying? I'm also seeing just a lot of deaths in your life that, man, you didn't even think you was gonna be able to come back from. Like, how the hell are you here? You like, how the hell are you here now looking like this? Okay, you thought you would be looking like the horns on the stag, but the universe like, you look like this. Okay, so it's like, yeah, you took the lead. That's the stag energy. Even no, regardless of what you were going through, you still chose to take the lead. Okay. Your life path number could be 7. 2 and 5 is 7. Okay, 7 is very significant. You could be seeing 777. The sevens are very significant. So let's focus on them right now. The 7 is big. Okay. So you do have the energy of partnership. Okay, alliance. Okay, and conflict with others. All right. So you could be dealing with things like that right now. You dealt with a lot of conflict and alliances and legal matters. Just that 7 energy is strong. Okay. Relationships. All of your relationships was a learning lesson. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All of your relationships were learning lessons. And I mean big learning lessons. Like big ones. Like to the point where this was a public enemy vibe here with that 7th house here. Okay, you could have committed relationships that taught you a very valuable lesson about life. Okay, marriage, partnerships, personal things, just public enemies, period. Your relationships taught you how many enemies are actually near, bitch. Okay. You learn from your past for real, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You ain't nothing to play with right now. Okay. You could be pulling your energy back. You're centering yourself. You're learning how to center yourself. You're finding time for yourself. You're finding time for yourself right now. You're claiming your independence. Okay? You could be seeing cats. You're claiming your independence. Okay? Also, dead cats. People are trying to put a dead to your independence. But you will transform. You learn that lesson. Every time you see something dead, you learn the lesson here. That could be very significant. Roadkill. You learned a lesson. You learned it from your past, the elephant spirit. It's the wisdom that you have for me. Okay? You know people. And there's something about people that you are well aware of. Okay? 25 here. Okay, protection. Are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be erased or so it could no longer cause you moments of pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the tradition in ways that acknowledge what we all evolve for a transformation in our nature. Yeah. So the thing that you could be dealing with, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well, is that this is a big energy for you to manage. Okay. You see how big the elephant is? It's a big energy for you to manage. And I always talk about this right now with Uranus. Uranus is really just encouraging you to look inside self. How can you produce something valuable? You have a lot. You can produce something with this energy. You need to study human design. You need to figure out if you are a generator, or if you're a manifester, or if you're a projector. Okay. You need to figure out what you are in human design, because you're designed a way to do something here. Okay. You're designed to do something in particular, period. Okay. And you're noticing maybe you could be doing the wrong thing right now, but you need to shift your energy into something what helps you tell your story. Okay. You have a story to tell. So you just shift into energies that help you tell your story, that help you speak on what you have been through. Because with the elephant spirit, what you have been through can help somebody else. Okay. The whole kingdom look up to the elephant and that lion, period. I don't care what nobody talking about. So it's like confirmation on my phone. It's like right now is the time for you to, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with all of this energy that you have learned? What are you going to do with this wisdom that you know? Elephant spirit calls you not to be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity. Okay, accompanied by the elephant spirit who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, build on the best of the past. And that's what I was getting, like maybe that now would be a time for you to, how can you tell your story? Okay, you got to build on that past. Make the best of the past. Okay, the past is haunting you. So it's almost like with you not saying nothing, it's almost like, for example, with me knowing that I got dreams and everything like that, and I be having visions, when they come to my parents and things like that, but I'm not saying nothing, and I'm still flipping cards from everybody for everybody, still doing readings, confirmation on my phone, still, whatever is still going on in that area, but I'm not speaking on me, my experiences that, and so that energy is almost like now I'm feeling like nobody understands me, nobody hears me, like I'm helping, and now I'm just helping everybody, but nobody don't know you though. It's like nobody knows you for real, so they're only going to want help from you, they're only going to want what you show, and I feel like you're afraid to show that because of how your past has treated you. But it's like you gotta transform from that. It's like now I don't miss a moment. If I have to say something about my past, I say it. All my experiences from my past, I've done something with them. I've healed them, and I can physically say that I'm not that person anymore in every single body of me. Like even to the point where the whole aspect, I tell you guys why I started my bath salts, and things of those natures. I had a vagina issue. I don't have that problem no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can talk about it confidently, boldly. The past doesn't haunt me no more. Shit, so you could be dealing with the past haunting you because you haven't acknowledged it. You haven't said nothing to it. You want to speak to it when you want to speak to it. You haven't, bring a gentle touch. You haven't touched it. You literally just let it absorb in you and it make you a big, but release it. I noticed this aura, this symbol here in the back looks like an aura. Okay. Release it. That you need to be heard. Your story helps people. What you've been through, your past can help someone. And I know it because if I didn't speak up about those things, period, my past, period, I wouldn't be helping as many people as I'm helping right now. Okay? Moving on. We are moving on to fire. Didn't I tell y'all this video is going to be long as fuck? 404, an hour and 404, y'all. Okay. What end? Okay. Uranus, what do you have to tell fire? What do you have to tell fire? What do you have to tell? I need some water, y'all. I should put some chaps on my lips. Leo, Sagittarius, Uranus, what you got to say? Say Uranus said, we're not talking to them. Damn. What y'all doing, fire? Uranus said, we're not talking to them. Turtle, I seen that earlier. Yeah, you're going too fast. Back of the deck is the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. And then time to collaborate. Yeah, you didn't look like fire. You didn't let you do it. And the universe is about to go ahead and time for a deep dive. They're about to send you right back in again. You have a problem, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You have an inertia with going too fast. You move too quick. You move too quick. Yeah, bring your ideas to life. You don't give your ideas time to come to life. You don't give your ideas time to come to life. You just don't. So when it's time to collaborate, no one's there. You don't have everything together to collaborate with. There's a problem here. Yeah. Think on your feet. Yeah. Maybe you have this issue here. Co-create with spirit. Yeah, you thinking on your feet before you co-create with your spirit team, your spirit guides and your ancestors. And they ain't doing it. They're telling you slow and steady wins the race. This and that is true. Okay. Yeah, you got this energy of like, when something come into you, you get right on it. You're like, yeah, you just get right on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like you're noticing in your conversation that you don't have everything together. You're noticing that, but you still going though. You still getting right on it, like thinking on your feet. But it's like the universe is like, take your time. Take your time because people love you. It's almost like the other day I had this issue. I had this issue the other day. I was out. I had a client. They had called me out of the blue. Like of course, I'm holding Google down for Valdosta for the business, so it's nothing. You can Google me. But I got a call or whatever the case may be, and she was like, she knew exactly what she wanted. She said, I need a home blend. I want a home blend, you know, because people know I'm a herbalist. So people know I work with the herbs mostly. If I'm going to make you something, it's going to have herbs in it, period. More than that than anything. And she's like, I need an herbal blend. I just moved into my new home and I want to kind of get the home cleanse and stuff like that. And I told her to go and get the little wax burner and da-da-da, send her little runs or whatever the case may be. But before that, in the meeting of it, I told her, I said, okay, I can meet you. You know, I told her I need to be there in public because I'm not sitting waiting at the location anymore. I don't do that. You have to meet me or you will get your package delivered to you free shipping. I have so much going on. I don't have time to sit there like that. So, I told her, I said I can meet her at this certain time. And I kid you not, the second that I told her I can meet her, it's like I was ready, but I wasn't ready though. Because I still had to go. I wasn't at my house. I wasn't home. Like I had to go back to the house. At first I had to leave what I was doing. Stop that. I also had to get things in line to get back to the house. So I wasn't quite ready to meet her right then. But I moved on it. I was like, okay, I'm ready. And I kid you not, it rained that day and it was not raining. I had just came back in the house. I had just got back in the house probably like 30, 40 minutes ago from being outside. Like I had found some feathers that day. I was outside. And as soon as I said I was going to get ready to go, it's Anubis. I got to figure out what he wants to say. Protecting me, something is around. But as soon as I got ready to go, whatever the case may be, I stepped outside and it literally just started raining. Like as soon as I stepped outside, the rain just fell out the sky. And I said, what the fuck? So I called the back. I said, we cannot meet right now. Can we do like later on in the day and stuff like that? Can we do later on in the day? You know, it's just that rain the bottom just fell out, sis. Okay, I can't do it right now. I'm not leaving right now. She's like, oh, no worries. It's fine. You know, when you ready, you let me know. And I was like, damn, okay. Me being in my fire energy, because I have my moon is in Sag, okay? I have my moon in the fire sign. My Jupiter is in the fire sign. My Mars is in a fire sign. My North Node is in a fire sign. My rising is in a fire sign. So I do have fire kind of like in the wrong places. But I've learned how to manage it, especially in the motherfucking moon and rising. It's like, but I'm saved because with that Scorpio, with me being on that cusp there, that Libra comes in and just saves the day for me. But needless to say, it don't do shit but create more open enemies for a bad bitch like me. Because when I get learn how to control the fire energy like I'm doing now, they're like, damn, she bright. Open enemies. But anyway, I got fire in my chart, so I was ready. I got off the phone. I was like, damn, like, universe, why you made me align it like that? Why did you do that to me? Like, why did we align like that? I don't do that. Like, when I'm dealing with a client, I'm ready. It's prompt. I got it. It's nothing. Why'd you do that? It was weird. How it kind of happened. So I had to spat with my ancestors about it. I had to talk to them like, why y'all did it? And then it's crazy because they didn't say shit to me. And I kid you not, like, in that moment, like, I was like, okay, whatever. So I just let it go. I relaxed. I was already busy and I kind of wanted to finish what I was doing. 111, yes. I kind of wanted to finish what I was doing. Who I told 111 for? Somebody had 111. Y'all don't even remember that. I forgot. I think it was Earth. It was Earth or Air, whatever. But I was like, damn, okay, so let me keep doing what I'm doing. Let me finish up. Since I have time to meet her, let me finish up doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of that, once it got close to time to meet her, because I told her in the evening, once it got close time to meet her, I felt rushed again. Because I was like, okay, I got to get this together, because who was supposed to take me, they were ready earlier, but they wasn't ready when I was ready then. So I was like, here we go. Here go that inconvenience, so I felt a little frustrated. I was about to get a little frustrated because I'm like, oh, this is my business. This is my things. And come to find out, y'all, this lady, I could have met her at 11 o'clock at night. She didn't have no problem basically with meeting me. She didn't have no problem with meeting me. I could have took as much time as I wanted to. And that's what they were showing. That's what they showed me. And I realized that at the end of the day, and I'm being back here now telling you guys, slow and steady wins the race. Take as much time on yourself as you need to, fire. Stop feeling like just because the fire is on that you got to get out of it. You a natural fire sign. Sit in your fire. I have to sit with my fire a lot. Okay. And with the way my chart is set up, it literally says in my readings, you have to be busy. So I'm like, damn, how am I going to manage my fire if that's something that I'm having to do all the time? I manage it by giving myself time to do things. So instead of me putting my fire energy in going, I put all my fire energy in preparing. So that's why I'm able to do my flyers the way I am, my site the way I am, how I make my journal prompts, my podcast, all this I'm able to juggle. That's where I put my fire at. I use my fire to juggle everything quickly. I use my fire to make sure I'm prompt, efficient. That's how I use my fire. I don't use my fire to run outside and go get it. I use my fire to make sure that when I get out there, I'm ready. So that way my fire comes out differently. So it comes out like it don't come. I don't have to say nothing. Now it's off of my aura. People just see me when I'm coming. Now I'm still balancing my fire too, because I have a tendency, so I can definitely feel that. I have a tendency. You guys need to be taught to. Y'all need to be taught to. Y'all tired of being told what to do. Maybe a lot of people tell you guys what to do. I literally put my cards back. That's literally what Uranus said. Y'all need to be taught to. People are always telling you guys what to do, how to do it. And then you do that, and it's like, damn, that wasn't even shit. That wasn't even successful. Why did I do that? That's that fire. That fire in you got you thinking on your feet quickly before you take time to get it together. And then the fire energy also have you feeling like ain't no breaks, ain't no time out, ain't no let's get it. It's like sit your ass down. And how is it no breaks when you don't have no business cards to pass out, but you talking. I need you to sit your ass down and make your business cards. I need you to sit your ass down. How is it no breaks when you talking about something that you don't, that we don't physically see you doing, physically see you producing? There gotta be a break to do something. And you gotta learn how to use your fire energy properly and stop using it, to show people who you are all the time. It's like, get things in line for real. Use your fire energy to get things in line for real. You need to see where more fire is at in your chart. You know, with me having Jupiter in Sagittarius, that helps me I use my fire to get things in line for real, to stay in my purpose for real. You know, it's something about being for real. See, when you move so hasty and so quick, people don't want to hear none of that. They swear that you ain't did what you need to do when you moving like that. Okay, when you get that energy being seen, not heard, or heard, not seen, all that shit like that, nobody don't want to hear none of that rah-rah. They swear you ain't on no shit for real. They know in their heart that you're not on no shit for real. That's why things don't align for real. Opportunities don't align for real. Okay, because the divine shifted for real. They see that and it came to you, and it's like you don't even see that you ain't even ready yet. And it's like you'll get off the phone or get done with that and still go back and just sit for real. Or you won't work on it. You're not working on what you're trying to create. You're not working on the pace. You're not working on keeping the pace. You're not working on what keeps the pace. You got a lot of work to do. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius says Uranus. Okay. You got a lot of work to do. You're too fiery. I literally see Uranus in the center and you're in the back of it. Okay. I see you behind. I see fire behind Uranus. Okay. I see fire behind Uranus. See the fire zodiac signs behind the Uranus planet. Okay? It's like Uranus like, look, when you calm your ass down, then you can get up here. But if you don't calm your ass down, you can't get up here. Cause see, this energy up here in this frequency has created their own wave. Okay? You haven't created your own wave. And if you have created your own wave, like I said, you haven't done what it takes to keep up with the pace of it. You jumping all over the place. And that could be very hard with fire signs because I forgot. I think Aries are initiators. And a lot of times initiators are just the ones that have the idea. But see, don't get caught up in things because that's why your chart is important. Because even though I'm a Scorpio, with me having my Mercury in Libra and me having my Jupiter in Sagittarius and a North Node with Libra, it's like in my midhaven in Capricorn, it's like I'm destined for greatness. Okay. So don't let one understanding stop you from seeing things. It's kind of like what I was telling Air. Don't get boxed in. Yeah, because life is a mystery. Exactly. I heard meerkat, and that's a bobcat, but I heard meerkat. What is a meerkat? What is the spiritual significance? The bobcat is in here, but I'm hearing meerkat. I never heard that before, so I will have to go look that up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you're not sitting with self long enough. It was 111 when I got in here and I noticed that you're not sitting with self enough to create that 111. You're not sitting with that. And what I mean by that is, for example, I had to address my abandonment. The abandonment came to me. That was like the one. What I did with my ancestors, what I did with my gods was like the two, the 2 and the 3. Okay. What it will become is the ultimate. It's like the ultimate 3. Okay, the first one. The first one was the issue. The second one was what my ancestors told me to do about the issue, and the third one was what the gods told me to do. My deities told me to do about the issue. That's bringing it into 3. You're not sitting with something here. You're not doing something properly. This pace. You don't have a pace here. What the hell is a meerkat? It's an event. It says an event or occasion usually held regularly with people meet for purpose or buying and selling merchandise. Okay, because period. But I thought it was like what is it, Mary? Oh yes, a meerkat. They gonna show me some. You might have kids, and your kids might watch a TV show. It's a TV show with a little cat on it. What is it? What was that? What is this? It's a TV show with Gabby's Dollhouse. There must be a meerkat on Gabby's Dollhouse or something like that. Something about Gabby's Dollhouse is very important. But a meerkat, no, it's that cat that stand up. A meerkat. Okay, that's very significant. And it's crazy because the bobcat at the back of the deck. Life is a mystery. Okay. So let's see. What is the spiritual meaning of a meerkat? My light need to be turned up. What's up with that? Thank you. Reminding people to listen for God's voice. Praise the ancestors. You ain't listening to your ancestors and the deities. Symbols of community, network, and family values. Unity. Yeah. Yeah, because I see all the little meerkats together. That's them. They make that little loud little noise. Like, yeah. You're not listening to that voice. Yes, you're not listening. Yes, meerkats. They literally give me this analogy. They say, you know how you feel when you hear your totem as the owl come to you, like everything stopped. I don't hear nothing else. I don't hear no birds. I literally hear just the owl, and I swear to God, the owl sound like it's sitting on my shoulder. You're not listening to your spirit guides and your ancestors on how to move forward. You're doing what the fuck you want to do. And Uranus said, once again, I'm literally hearing, oh my God, back at it again. You stay in this energy a lot though. Danny, baby, I don't put the cards away. Uranus don't have nothing to say to you in particular. They said at the beginning with no fire. I don't know what's up. Y'all got to get it right, get it tight. That's just a message. Y'all need to be talked to more than anything. Maybe you guys need a reading. Okay, check out my sessions, healing sessions, but y'all need to be talked to or something like that because I don't put the cards away. They only have a message for you. In the meantime, please follow my website and things of those natures. Uranus is in Taurus, all right? Check out all of those alignments. Check out the astrology. Just get into the alignment for the damn assignment, guys, all right? If you need anything, please reach out to me on my website. You can find out everything that you need from me on my website, okay? You don't have to ask me no damn questions. Go to my website, okay? Peace.